What it do, you too? Today's video, I want to chime in with a quick impromptu video. In today's video, I want to talk about the blood sacrifice of Hulk Hogan. Yes, the blood sacrifice of Hulk Hogan. So if you don't know who Hulk Hogan is, he is the original WWE, or back in his time, WWF Hall of Famer. You know what I'm saying? Been around for decades. You know what I'm saying? Legend in the game. Rest in peace to him. God rest the dead. He was just sacrificed today. He passed away at the age of 71. Now, why do I say that he was sacrificed? Well, if you look at Malcolm Jamal Warner, he was one of the sacrifices for this summer solstice. And don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. I know they do the blood sacrifices in threes, and it's been way more than 3 major celebrities that done died recently. I know that, but I'm gonna explain all this. Trust me, I know what's going on. I've been talking about this type of shit for years. You probably just now catching on. I started the blood sacrifice movement. People was talking about it, little whispers and shit like that, but I'm somebody that actually took it and made it the actual movement. You can go see that, the receipts on that. You can go see that on my original channel, King603Joey. It's on YouTube. Simple, all together, no spaces. King603Joey. You feel me? So I started the blood sacrifice movement, so I know exactly what's going on. So Malcolm Jamal Warner was one of them. Hulk Hogan the second, and be looking out for a third major celebrity to pass away soon. That's gonna make either the third or the sixth. And I know a lot of people gonna say, why you say the third or the sixth? Because it's usually the 3 and the 6 that they use. And they use other numbers too, like 5 and stuff like that, because 5 is the sacrifice number and all that type of shit. And it's 5 points on the pentagram and all that type of stuff like that. Blah 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 blah. Right. So basically, right, I know a lot of people gonna say, I thought they only sacrificed 3 major celebrities. They do, but since Satan time has been ran out since 2019, because the 1,000-year curse has been lifted in 2019. So that's why all this knowledge and information is coming out, and we're in the Aquarius age, or the age of Aquarius, the information age, the knowledge age, is because this is, you know what I'm saying, it's time for all this information to come out. So that's why all this stuff is coming out that's been hidden for years, because we're in the age of Aquarius, the information age. So, so the thing is, they usually sacrifice 3 celebrities, like 3 major celebrities, and during either the winter solstice or the summer solstice. The winter equinox, my bad. It's the winter equinox and the summer solstice. They usually that's 3, but if you add that together, that's 6, right? But since Satan time is up, he has to, he needs more time, to keep on making up for time. So instead of sacrificing 3 major celebrities, he's going to sacrifice 6 major celebrities. So when it's the next time for a blood sacrifice, because there are other sacrificial events, I don't know exactly when they are, because I'm not a Satanist or a Luciferian, so I don't know exactly what their dates is, but I know they do exist. Before, like, so you got rituals that come up before the summer solstice. Then the summer solstice is that big major ritual, right? Then after summer solstice, they get the little rest a while and party it up. But then the next month or 2, they got another ritual they got to go to, and it's not always spilling blood. Sometimes it's drinking urine, eating feces, real shit. I'm telling you, it's a video of P. Diddy. I seen it. Obviously they took it off the internet, but it came out, it surfaced like some years ago. Some of y'all may remember this, some of y'all might never have seen this, but it was a video that had came out of P. Diddy, him, and there was some like females and some other people. I think Stevie J was in the video. I'm not trying to be funny or nothing like that, but I think Stevie J was in the video, Lil Rod, and stuff like that. But it was a video that had surfaced of Diddy and Diddy had to eat shit off a saltine cracker. Literally, like, he had to eat, I don't know if it was animal shit or human shit, but he had to eat shit off a human cracker. Off a saltine cracker. And that nigga Diddy was like, I don't want to do that shit nasty. And then he ate it, and then the camera went off. The video, I can't even find the video no more. You see what I'm saying? But now, all of a sudden, all this stuff coming out. So a lot of the people that's connected to Epstein and connected to Diddy, they dying. Like Malcolm Jamal Warner, that he played Bill Cosby's son in the Cosby Show. He's connected to the Epstein shit, and he's connected to Diddy, because Diddy and Epstein was best friends. Well, they weren't best friends, but they was friends. You see what I'm saying? So that's a loose end right there. Hulk Hogan, He been around for a long time. Hulk Hogan knew Epstein, and he most definitely knew Diddy. Because at one point in time, Hulk Hogan was on the top of his game in the WWE and WWF. You see what I'm saying? So he was another loose end that was about to come out and say something. So they had to get rid of him and be looking out for another celebrity. I don't know who it's gonna be, but trust me, it's gonna be another major name dead. Watch, because they're loose end. And yeah, man. So it's different rituals and shit. Like not all rituals is sacrificing something, but that's on like major dates, like like certain holidays and shit, like Christmas, Thanksgiving, because those are blood rituals that took place in time in the past. Then you got the winter equinox, summer solstice, major energy events. You know what I'm saying? Of shifting. Like every time we go into the summer, every year it's a new shift of energy. Every time we go into the winter, it's a new shift of energy naturally. So they have to fuck with the natural effective things by doing these demonic rituals and shit. So they gonna have another ritual coming up where they gonna have to either do some type of freak off or eat some type of or drink some type of satanic shit. Just do some weird nasty shit because this ritual is damn near like every couple months. Sometimes they might get a break. You ain't got the next ritual, it's not to the next 7, 8 months. You see what I'm saying? But then when you see rituals sometimes back to back, but they doing a ritual here, they got another ritual tonight. I mean, they had one tonight. I'm speaking hypothetically. They had one tonight. They got one tomorrow. Then they got another one on Thursday. Then they got another one on Friday. And then after that, they gonna have no more rituals 3 months from 3 months from now. That's how it go. You see what I'm saying? Just like you can look at it in a positive way. You can look at God. I personally believe when it comes to God or the Most High, different religions was created, I guess you could say, for different groups of people, but that could also be used as a form of manipulation where different religions, they could be used to clash against each other because although each religion called the Most High created something different, I personally believe we all talk about the same God, that one source. It's just different cultures and religions, how they understand it or how they was told. It's his name Allah, his name Jesus, his name Buddha. You see what I'm saying? But really, we all talk about the same source. That's what I personally feel. But look at it from a positive religion perspective. And the reason why I say that because you got Luciferianism, you got Thelema, you got Satanism. Those are negative religions. They're religious, but they're negative. You see what I'm saying? So look at a positive religion. You got sacrifices too, where you got to fast. You ain't hurt nobody, nothing like that, but you got to fast. You can't. You can drink water and stuff, but you can't really eat food like that for a certain amount of time. Then you got other sacrifices where you can't sin. You got to do this and do that. And although we in the human flesh, we do still sin. You got certain major sins that God will just not forgive you for, and that's why a lot of this stuff is being promoted, like murder, adultery, just all this lustful shit and all that type of shit. And although we do fall in some of those temptations, some ones are worse than others. I know a lot of people say a sin is a sin. That's true, but murder is way worse than having a lustful eye. You see what I'm saying? Motherfucking adultery is way worse than cursing or something. I'm just saying, I'm just giving an example. So it's sacrifices on each end, just like we got to sacrifice on the Christianity side, we got to sacrifice a red heifer that's pure, that don't got no black hairs on it. Got to be purely all red hairs. You see what I'm saying? And they haven't found one in the last, like, it's been a long time. You know what I mean? And Jesus will not return until the last red heifer is sacrificed and until the third temple is built. And that's what's happening right now. So I'm just telling you this to let you know that it's sacrifices on both parts. But this shit is real. Hulk Hogan was a blood sacrifice. He knew too much. Wake the damn up. More videos coming soon. Fuck Satan. Fuck all his minions. Gang.